Water, water, my icy be wetter than water. I might pull up and slaughter your daughter. I'm daddy, but I'm not a father. Nada, these dollars be making me stronger. Hoes fucking, I'm never.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Reek the Goat. And today, I got another banger for y'all today. You hear me? I got another banger. So today, I'm going to be reacting to Time to Change the Game by Polona Production. Link to this channel is going to be in the description below. And honestly, WWE made the right call to put Triple H back in charge of creative. When he was in NXT, he was in creative control, and y'all seen how great NXT was. NXT was a show to watch. Like, NXT was low-key better than Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. It was even better than AEW at the time. But since they all changed to NXT 2.0, I mean, NXT 2.0 is alright. But, like, the Black and Gold era, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't watch it, the Black and Gold era, but I followed it, if that makes sense. I followed it. But Triple H being in control of the creative now, best move WWE has ever made. Like, besides the WWF era, this right here made me so excited to watch wrestling again. Like, I thank Vince McMahon for what he have done for wrestling, but the allegation he had or has against him, he can't be in control of wrestling, all right? And I see this, so I thank him. I thank Vince McMahon from a wrestling mindset, like, for bringing me into wrestling. I thank him. But in this video, we're going to see what Polona Production have to say about Triple H changing the game. Let's get straight to it.
This tweet right here is a significant moment in professional wrestling history. The Vince McMahon era came to an end, and it was time for a change that would make WWE great again. Triple H is the new head of creative, and he's already changing the game.
They're a massive pair of shoes to fill, and we're all going to grind, and we're all going to make it do, because we have the greatest fans in the world, and we're going to make sure that they get everything they want out of this product and then some.
I trust Triple H is going to make WWE a better place, and here's why.
Racers lifted up the ring with Roman Reigns in it with a damn tractor.
In SummerSlam, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, that was probably easily one of their best matches they had between each other. I know they probably went against each other about, what, 7, 8 times maybe? But this SummerSlam match, Triple H created, well, storyline created, you can see changes that already have come. And Triple H is the man to thank.
SummerSlam was a blast. Yes, Brock Lesnar brought a goddamn tractor and destroyed the ring. Roman Reigns went flying. Logan Paul put on a wrestling clinic, proving that he was born to be a wrestler. Becky turned babyface, while Ronda turned heel. Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai all returned to the...
When SummerSlam, this was the first match, Bayley returned. I'm like, okay. And she came with a new faction. Like, Triple H is the man.
Company, and just when you think it could not get any crazier, it does. The women's tag team division is alive once again, with the champions coming back. That is right, Hunter convinced Sasha Banks and Naomi to re-sign with WWE, something that I never thought would have happened, and Raw was actually good for the first time in so many years. Yep. Triple H made all of this happen in just 7 days of being the head of creative. Change is truly coming. No, in fact, it has arrived. The last week has been a glimpse of the creative mind of Triple H, and I think that WWE is going to become great again because of it.
I like that. I truly think WWE gonna be great again because we have a young mindset in the office. We have Stephanie McMahon taking over CEO protocols and her husband taking over creative. Like, we need that fresh new mind, like Triple H. If you, like I said, go back to NXT and see what he did with that era. And he bringing it over towards Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. He bringing new wrestling talent. He making new stars. Like, he making new storylines, making fresher content for us to watch. And this is the man's thing, Triple H.
For anyone who followed the last decade of Hunter's career, this isn't anything new. But for anyone who hasn't, let me explain. But first, we gotta go back to the year of 2003.
Ads on YouTube must be so annoying. But with 3 clicks, you can install an ad blocker and you'll never see ads again.
When Plana Productions was just a little boy. He was watching TV with his family and SmackDown was on. He was confused. What was the show? But he was curious at the same time. The first thing he sees is a guy pissing on another man's grave. It was quite the introduction to professional wrestling. But he was hooked ever since. And so he watched more and more of this SmackDown. People like Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, and Kurt Angle would pop up on the screen, and there was even a man talking about how he would lie, cheat, and steal. That man would become one of Plana's favorites. The characters were so intriguing, and the wrestling was something he didn't see anywhere else. Little Plana absolutely fell in love with the WWE. Becoming so obsessed with the products, he was thrilled to find out about their other show, Monday Night Raw. The 2 main brands weren't enough though. He would discover Heat and even watch Velocity. The librarian noticed him making multiple trips to rent VHS tapes of the Attitude Era. This is where he learned more about Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. He got detention for telling teachers to suck it, but it was worth it. Plana continued to grow along with WWE. John Cena became his favorite, while Edge wasn't. Then more years passed, and newcomers like Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk, and AJ Lee dominated the scene, holding it down. At this time, he was still enjoying the products. However, things began to change in the mid-2010s. WWE was becoming less fun as Vince McMahon was getting older and more out of touch.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And that's exactly what happened with Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He had become the villain of WWE without even realizing it.
I wouldn't say he became a villain because, I mean, he's a iconic wrestler. Honestly, he's the best heel of all time. You want to say like he's a villain because he is the best villain of all time in the wrestling. But honestly, I just think like Vince McMahon, like he's the best. Like he have a great mindset. Just towards the end, mid 2010s, like 20. I say honestly, wrestling changed after. I'm say it was all right in like the PG era of 2008 to about 2000 when CM Punk left. 2013, 14 to about 2020, 2019. It's been mid. Like it ain't been all that.
Look, I'm gonna give him his flowers. McMahon changed the game in the 80s for this business. The legend manufactured the greatest wrestling company of all time. There is no doubt in my mind. I don't see anyone ever replicating the greatness that Vince McMahon created during the prime of his career. From the 80s all the way through the early 2010s. He turned Hulk Hogan into an American icon. He successfully pulled off the most important sports making.
I can promise everybody out there, I'm gonna do everything I have in my power to make this better than they've ever seen before.
Oh, and he wasn't lying. Triple H is keeping that damn promise. He's been making this a better place. SummerSlam was just a little taste. Monday Night Raw was the true statement, letting us know that there's actually going to be a major change. Hunter took a dead title and made it feel just as important as the World Championships. The US title is no joke anymore, it's legit. For the first time in years, the mid-card has been rejuvenated. Young stars like Ciampa.
I love what he did with this United States Championship. Ciampa versus AJ Styles on a Monday Night Raw. Amazing booking by Triple H. Ciampa is a future star. And just watch what I say.
Ali and Chad Gable had the opportunity to shine brighter than ever before. Not only that, but the women's division had a complete overhaul. With the addition of Io Sky, Dakota Kai, and Bayley, it saw a massive improvement in just 24 hours. And the reported rumors of Sasha Banks and Naomi returning make it that much more stacked. Triple H understands how to book women. There's a difference from random tag team matches and logical storytelling. I'm hooked and I'm totally invested in that trio, and I can't wait to see this matchup. Speaking of logical storytelling, that's something we will see more from Triple H. For example, Edge and Becky Lynch explained how they knew they were being assholes and they wanted to become better people. A couple of sentences can make all the difference in the world. To make things even better, the talent were given more freedom with their promos. I was confused wondering why they didn't sound like robots, because they sounded genuine and organic like real people. That is going to go a long way. I haven't even touched on the wrestling yet. We got fresh matchups that were a lot better than your typical Monday Night Raw episodes. Rollins versus Montez Ford, Bianca Belair versus Io Sky, and Ciampa versus AJ Styles. All of them were bangers. What a sight to see. And the amount of time they got was
AJ Styles, he need a better championship run because he's a great wrestler. And with Montez Ford, I hope Triple H does right by him and make him a singles competitor, because he's a upcoming superstar, and I see it.
Was unbelievable. We probably saw more wrestling on this episode of Monday Night Raw compared to all the episodes in the last year.
Yep.
Triple H is really bringing back the wrestling in World Wrestling Entertainment. Do you smell that? It's not what The Rock is cooking. No, it's the smell of fresh air. I'm not saying that Triple H is going to be perfect, but Hunter is willing to listen to the fans, and that's all you can ask for. The Raw ratings is all the proof you need to see that it's working. Triple H used to play the game, but now he's changing it.
Talk to him now. This was a nice little video from Polona Production, because Triple H, he's changed so much within the last month of him being in control. He took, wrestling and wrestler was a banned word in WWE. Why? I do not know. It have World Wrestling Entertainment. World Wrestling is in the name. So why wrestling is a banned word in the company? But I seen that Triple H, like last Monday Night Raw, Dexter Loomis coming back. He did this so right. Like, he bringing all the old talent that got released back to the company, and he gonna make them stars. He are creating new future upcoming stars. Triple H is the guy. I love him. I thank him. Triple H is the man to believe in. But that's all I'm gonna have today. I thank y'all for watching. Like and share and subscribe if you new. And I got another banger for y'all later on. And we out now. Peace.
In the club, got it turned in this hoe. Splatty elite, got a chain, yeah, go about to put on that game when we rockin' the show. Pay me a front, can I wait on the door? Put it down to my hand, better flow on the flow. Love when these records.